Everyone talks about spending more for Black Friday, but nobody talks about spending smarter. Here is what actually works when you're trying to scale on Amazon for Black Friday, Cyber Monday. My name's Nick Hall. I'm the CEO of Revive. I was a CPG entrepreneur that ended up selling my business to a multi-billion-dollar company, and now I'm helping better for you CPG companies scale on Amazon. I have a lot to go through, and so I want to go through this fairly quickly. The first thing that you have to decide on is growth mode or profit mode. There's two options. Do not do anything in between. For growth mode, you're going to need deep discounts, higher budgets. Ranking is your priority, and you're going to have to accept a higher ACoS because it pays you back in baseline sales after Black Friday, Cyber Monday. Now, if you go on profit mode, lighter discounts, we're controlling our bids, margin protection, lower top line, but always way better tacos. So if you don't choose one, you end up stuck in the middle, no velocity and no margin. Don't make this mistake. Number two, you should have already been doing this. We need to focus on ranking. Rank ahead of time. When you're looking through this, I'm going to show you on the screen right here. Make sure that your products are already ranking on things that you want to. Start spending more on the sponsored products of these specific keywords. Single keyword exact this to make sure that you're actually winning. These are some of their top terms right here. And we've already been owning this completely from a sponsored side right here and from an organic side as well. As we start to see this, we're going to continue to spend more and more on a sponsored side. So we're going to start launching some ads for this product right here and start to own this space because it gets substantially more expensive the closer and closer we get to Black Friday, especially over the weekend of Black Friday and Cyber Monday. You're going to be increasing your spend on these highest converting keywords. The more velocity you build before the sale, the cheaper your conversion becomes during the peak. And then when the sale hits, you ease off because your organic rank is already doing most of the heavy lifting, and now you get the benefit from the ad. Number three, launch peak season sponsored products campaigns. Okay, during this, we're going to launch 3 to 5 different keyword campaigns for your hero ASIN. Okay, just a hero ASIN or a couple of the top hero ASINs. Exact match only. We need this clean, tight. We do not want wasted spend. Take what you know already is working. Let's launch this specifically. In the campaign name, we're going to make sure that we title this BFCM for Black Friday, Cyber Monday. These are super, super important. These are strictly for Black Friday, Cyber Monday. These are going to be campaigns that you're adjusting the bids throughout the time. The job is simple here. Capture your traffic, maintain your rank, and convert them fast. Number 4, remove or increase your budget caps. This is something I always tell people to have for a daily basis so that you do not go off track here. We do not want to be having budgets stopped at 2 p.m. on the first day of the sale. Okay, this is where everyone else comes in later in the day and ends up eating all of your guys' sales. So what you're going to want to do, keep an eye on the budgets throughout the day. 2 to 3x maybe your normal budgets. We know that it's going to spend more, but we know you're going to get more sales on this. Let's add budget rules to ramp up this automatically. Don't let campaigns just throttle when people are still in a buying mode. I think one of the most overlooked things is day parting. It's an incredibly specific thing to do, and it's really, really difficult for most companies to do it. Now, if you have major amounts of data, it may be worth it. However, majority of sellers out there, it is not worth it to do. Number 5, we're going to run in some retargeting campaigns, okay? So we want some sponsor display, remarketing, conversion remarketing, purchase advertised products, purchase similar products, okay? Avoid reach targeting, okay? It's too broad, torches your spend, CPM model versus CPC model, not the best thing to go in. And right over here, you're going to see, we're going to go over here, sponsor display on TV. You can choose the image or video, and you can choose the product, and then you can go through. You do not want to do reach, you want to do page visits or conversions, and you can say what the cost per conversion to be, or the page visit cost per click would be, and then you will go through here and choose the type of targeting. So you can see all the different types of people that have certain lookbacks here. Remarketing is a great one to go after, and these two right here are the typical ones that we want to actually go after. These are other ones associated with it, but I would really highly focus on this. And any of them that you want to get rid of over here, we can always get rid of these right here, and you can go ahead and get this all set up and launched in the campaign very, very quickly. One of the last 2 things I have for you, increase your click-through rate on your main image. Look at this right here. We've got the Only Bean, and they do an incredible job of this. This is obviously not the packaging that they have. 45 bag family pack, Go after this. 11 grams of protein. Super important to look through all of this stuff. All the different flavors that it comes with and a good price. Okay, this is exactly what you want to have. This sticks out compared to competition on this right here. This just looks like a regular image. We don't even know what this is. Going through this doesn't even look like a high protein snack, although it is. And so this is super, super important to going through this and increasing your click-through rate to get you more conversions. And finally, the last thing that I want to suggest for you to do, if I was to tell you you could get an ACOS of a certain percent, 10%, 15%, or 20% guaranteed, I cannot tell you exactly how much we will get and spend, but if I guaranteed you an ACOS, I'll bet you'll use this strategy right here. All right, go over here to advertising, brand promotions. We're going to go through here, and we're going to create tailor promotion. This right here is going to be the most valuable thing that you can do on Amazon. Okay, you can choose specific products if you wanted to. You can add specific products, anything like that. Once we go through this, cart abandoners. We got 27,000 people here that have abandoned carts in the last 90 days. This is something that you have got to set up before you guys actually push everything for Black Friday, Cyber Monday. But there's going to be a ton of traffic, tons of impressions, tons of people going on to Amazon looking to buy. There is going to be a number of people that are going to forget to buy, forget to do it because of work or activities or whatever it may be, got too busy. This right here, brand cart abandoners, high potential new customers and high intent customers are your most favorable. If you want to just run one because you don't know what you're doing, go out there and launch a brand cart abandoners. And then what you can do through this is you can choose your discount here. So minimum 10%, maximum 50%. I suggest a 10 to 20%. Give them something to hold on to. They'll know exactly what it is, and then push your budget. I like pushing this. I don't really, if I'm cool with a 15% ACOS overall, I'm gonna run a 15% right here, and I'm gonna bump this boom, 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 as much as I can, okay? And we're going to choose this date to be the day after Black Friday, Cyber Monday, okay? So we're going to run it right here, and then we're going to run it through the end of the year, minimum, okay? And then we're going to go through and submit this. This is going to be huge for you to gain everything from your Black Friday, Cyber Monday. So going through this, first thing, pick growth mode or profit mode. Choose what is best for your company. Rank ahead of time. Launch clean peak season campaigns. Remove your budget caps. Be careful with your bids during the weekend of this. Use video and retargeting through sponsor display. Fix your main image and get better conversion rate and click-through rate based off of your main image. And finally, push your brand tailored promotions after the fact so that all of the work that you've done, all of the money that you've spent is not just totally wasted or only looked at in that small window. These tips that you have will help you to not just win Black Friday, but it will set up your December and your Q1 to grow without fighting the algorithm uphill. Use all of these tips and tricks in order to get yourself a great Black Friday, a great December, a great Q1 for next year. And highly, highly, highly suggest reaching out if you have any questions or any thoughts on what you need to do for your specific product.